breakthroughs in science and technology, advancements in business and beyond. Join us as we educate, enlighten, and entertain. This is Innovations.
Modern machinery is responsible for some of our greatest advancements. Today, the use of cutting-edge science and technology can be seen in nearly every industry. Coming up next, learn how clever engineering and design fosters innovation.
Compressed air is used in virtually every aspect of our daily lives. From personal to business, compressed air is used to inflate balls and toys, tires, air mattresses, to drive powerful pneumatic air tools and equipment in professional garages, factories, workshops, and more.
From inflating a football to pumping up an off-road large tire, compressed air systems are used in our daily lives and in business. And the businesses that use the compressed air is virtually endless, from auto shops to dairy farmers to machine shops, even the ag farmer that needs to blow the combine off in the field. So basically, compressed air is a necessity.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, compressed air systems account for roughly 10% of all electricity and 16% of all motor system energy consumption.
Compressed air is a form of stored energy, and it's a great energy source if you need burst energy, so for high energy over a short period of time. But if we go back to our school lessons, we remember that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So that means any energy that we're getting out of that compressed air system has to be put in through electrical power on the compressor. But in addition, there's also energy losses from leaks, pressure drop in the system, and the energy transfer of the compressor process itself. So in order to maximize your efficiency, you need to eliminate any leaks and pressure drops that you can avoid, and you need to have the most efficient compressor system that's available.
92% of businesses today run on single-phase electricity versus three-phase. Let's take a likely scenario. A 7.5 horsepower compressor is all that they could run. Now, if a company needed to run 100 CFM, that would require them to have 4 7.5 horsepower compressors running. That's going to take 3 to 4 times the energy to produce that air that's needed, plus 3 to 4 times more maintenance. EMAX Smart Air has the solution, and that's called Goliath. That's a 25 horsepower compressor running on single-phase electricity. Let me repeat that, 25 horse on single phase, which is going to produce what that company required in one compressor. In many cases, Goliath can run out of a simple garage application. Now that's an item anyone would like to put on their man cave list.
In the past, the only alternative to purchasing multiple piston compressors was to replace them with cost-prohibitive rotary screw compressors, requiring an upfront purchase investment ranging from 3 to 4 times more expensive than a new piston compressor.
EMAX Smart Air versus rotary screw could be a game changer. The rotary screw is going to cost you more to purchase, it costs you more to install, and maintenance fees are higher. Often, air compressors, due to the noise level, are placed out of sight, and soon, in terms of maintenance, are put out of mind, resulting in unnecessary downtime, shorter lifespan, and decreased performance. EMAX Smart Air has the solution. It can notify you when it senses low oil pressure or shut the compressor down. It also notifies you when the oil and filters need changed. If we look at a EMAX Smart Air maintenance cost is about $500 a year versus a rotary screw maintenance cost of $1,500 a year. Yeah, I think it just makes good business sense to go with the piston.
To solve the high-energy waste problem associated with piston air compressors in the workplace and to significantly reduce the carbon footprint, EMAX spent 7 years re-engineering and reinventing the design of piston compressors.
Think about an air conditioner, 7.5 horsepower. Startup amperage, which really affects your energy bill, is about 180 amps. This technology will take that 180 down to 20 amps. This reduces your energy bill, reduces energy waste, and also reduces the carbon footprint.
What the problem is with a piston compressor is the energy consumption. It takes a lot to start them. So what we've done is we've engineered our compressor to where we're reducing startup by 7 times. So if the startup power on a standard across-the-line piston compressor, let's just say a 10 horsepower is 180 startup amps, we're bringing that down to 28 amps on the motor side of our unit. And then coupled with our air silencer, it's making the unit quiet. Our unit is tolerable in a shop. You're not having to hear these big loud noises from the compressor, going outside to have to talk on the phone, or putting the compressor out back in weather that's not conducive to the operation of the compressor. We have made our unit to where you can set it anywhere in your shop and save energy. With EMAX Smart Air, we've eliminated energy waste and noise fatigue in the workplace.
With an industry-leading extended lifetime pump warranty, the sensor-controlled pump technology soft starts and is designed to run at extremely low variable speeds.
Running energy, our unit is working off demand and not wasting energy. With traditional air compressors, they have a sling lubrication. And with variable speed, we go as low as 250 RPMs up to 800 RPMs. So working your compressor off demand, the pressure lubricated system that we have in our pump is pressure lubricating each and every bearing to 20 PSI of oil pressure. So that allows us to range or vary our pump speed from 250 to 800 RPMs and have a healthy, long-lasting pump.
Emax's new Smart Air line of programmable air compressors range from 5 to 25 horsepower and solve many of the problems business owners face with traditional piston compressors.
To solve the high noise levels of a piston compressor, we've done it two ways. We've reduced the pump speed, and we have a large bore and stroke on our compressor, so the pump is not running at a ridiculously high RPM. We run a low RPM. That increases volumetric efficiency of the pump, that reduces the heat of the pump, and that reduces the noise. Then to reduce the noise even more, we've invented a Whisper 100 all the way up to the Whisper 400. We have different series for different horsepowers. That eliminates low-end decimal noise of the compressor and is working like a muffler on the intake side of the pump. With single-phase variable speed technology, it has allowed us to run up to 25 horsepower, doing so with a three-phase motor instead of a single-phase motor. So the variable speed is actually the phase converter that is converting single-phase to three-phase, which allows us to go up to 25 horsepower range. With traditional piston compressors, the outlet temperature of the air can be as high as 600 degrees. With companies trying to reduce cost, they are actually making their pumps smaller and running them faster, RPM, which is creating more heat. With our pump, we run a low RPM, and our exhaust temperature out of the pump is 425 degrees. And we have added an option of an aftercooler, and this aftercooler takes that 425 degree air, goes through the cooler, and when it comes out of the cooler, it is 5 degrees from ambient temperature. So basically, if it was 85 degrees outside, your air coming out of that aftercooler would be 90 degree air versus our competitors running 600 degree air into the tank. With EMAX Smart Air, we've incorporated a daily start and stop feature into our unit. It's an active working time clock for each day of the week. For example, if you come in at 7 o'clock and go home at 5 o'clock, we can program the unit to start at 6:45 and turn off at 5:15, and that makes it worry-free for the customer.
The new generation of Smart Air piston compressors, combined with the patent-pending Whisper 100 noise cancellation system, reduces noise to a breakthrough new low decibel level.
EMAX operates under one principle. That is, we would rather build a compressor that's seen and not heard. And why do we do that? We know through studies that noise fatigue in the workplace is a large contributor to turnover in employment. Also, it can have medical impact on people, such as high stress level, yielding increased heart rate, high blood pressure, ringing in the ears, irritability, and that's something that we realize is a game changer if we could lower the sound level. The Whisper 100 has helped us achieve that goal by reducing the low and high frequency noise often heard in a traditional compressor.
The EMAX system has benefited Apple Farm Service by the noise reduction. Our technicians can't talk enough about how big, wide open shops and every agriculture dealership across the country knows how noisy that old compressors can be. And just the quietness of the unit is very beneficial. We're also experiencing increased productivity by our technicians. They feel that the compressors work very well on demand, and when we need the pressure, we have it when needed. With the cost savings that the EMAX Smart Air technology is creating for us, we are also considering our other 5 shops to add this unit. We see that our return on investment is quick, and not only from a cost savings, but also productivity. Anytime you can increase productivity, it's more profitable for the dealership.
We purchased our first EMAX compressor 25 years ago, and as the other compressor units wore out, we purchased additional units. And as we built another shop, or another service bay, we purchased a third one. And now we have a total of 4, and the one that we purchased 25 years ago is still running and still in use every day.
In addition to our smart air technology and our noise cancellation system, EMAX is under development of making our piston compressor 100% duty cycle that can run 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
For more information, visit www.emaxcompressor.com or call 866-294-4153.
We're glad you could join us today. I'm Ed Begley Jr. I'll see you next time.